Alright, well, my name is Jaap de Roode. I'm from Emory University and I run a research lab there. We study monarch butterflies. We look at monarch migration, but we also study parasites of monarch butterflies. My lab has been coming here since 2006 and we're looking to see how many of the monarchs here are infected with a particular parasite. It's called Ophryocystis, elektroscirrha. Most people call it OE. And it's, there's been a lot of concern whether it's increasing in prevalence or not in the population. And so what we see is that over time it kind of fluctuates, but it hasn't really gone up over time. So that's good news. And I guess it fluctuates somewhere between 5 and 8% of the monarchs that have the parasite. So what I can do is show you how we check for the parasites. It's a very easy way to do it. It doesn't hurt the monarch butterflies. So it's like a little health check that we can do with them. So let me grab one of them. Alright, so here we have a butterfly. What we will do is just hold it tight by the wings. Now that doesn't really hurt it. A lot of people think that when you hold monarchs by wings, it's bad for them. But it's actually not really a problem. These wings are good for the monarchs to fly more than 3,000 miles all the way from Canada to Mexico, so they're very, very strong. And then what I can do is simply put a sticker. I have these labeling stickers. And I can press that on the abdomen of the butterfly and then gently press that. Now the monarch butterfly abdomen is covered in scales, and so when I pull this off I just pull off some of the scales, and if there are parasites, the parasites are also on those scales. Now I simply put that on a card, and then what I do is I take that back to my lab and we can check under the microscope to see if there's parasites. So if there are parasites, we see little specks in between all the scales. And an infected butterfly can easily have millions of these parasites. Now, the important thing about those parasites is that they can reduce flight ability, survival of the monarch, and it can really reduce the migration success. So when we look in Mexico, we actually see fewer monarchs infected with the parasites, and here, most of the infected ones don't make it all the way to Mexico. So this one is done, can take its journey on. Alright, so I have a butterfly here. This is actually a male butterfly. And the way we can tell that is multiple ways. There's actually spots on the hind wings that females don't have. But you can also look at the abdomen. It ends in these very sharp claspers. Female abdomens end round. So that's a really easy way to say. And what I can do is just put this sticker on there. Doesn't hurt them. I always like to think it tickles them a little bit. These scales are very loose. So when we pull those off, it doesn't really hurt the butterfly. And then if there are parasites, they're on here now. And again, I put them on my card, and then I can look at that under the microscope. And as I said, it's a non-invasive, non-harmful technique. So this butterfly is totally fine and can resume its journey.